Yeah, it's that same polished metal that you guys seen in the other caverns and stuff.
The computer check of 23.
You know
Pretty
what?
good for me. I've got a
Yeah,
bonus of 8.
that's actually a really nice check. Now, why don't you give me an engineering check also? And this is your bread and butter check, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it?
Yeah, intelligence is my power. Okay, so here we go. Engineering. They're about the same, engineering, and oh look, I even rolled the same.
You get the door open, and you can definitely tell that it is not a zero gravity area inside of here because it's sealed. And the one thing that you notice, this technology is, as you're kind of looking at it, you're going, wow, this is, because it uses like ceramics, like a lot of the buttons are ceramic, and it hasn't been like that for hundreds of years, at least hundreds, maybe even thousands or even millions of years. This is technology that you've never seen before. And this is technology that's so old that it's not even in any kind of classes or, engineering theory books, or, I mean, this stuff is old. This is very, very old.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just relay that to everybody else, that it looks like this freaking thing here was built maybe thousands of years ago, and you can tell that from the different types of technology. But I guess I can still...
Is it Alien 404?
It's not really.
Or foreign to...
It's definitely foreign because...
known races?
It uses both... It uses both science technology and magic. So this is old. This is like first generation stuff. I mean, this is like just getting into space, that type of technology. I mean, this stuff is old.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just wondering if it was
it's
from
a hybrid technology
from our ancestors, or is this something completely new?
No, this is totally. This is an ancient Civ type of hybrid machinery.
Machinery.
It uses it's hybrid. It uses both magic and like a science type of technology.
That's pretty incredible. Who wants to go first? I think there's only room for us to go single file down this thing.
Yeah, in fact,
I know why everyone wanted this rock.
And you can even determine that this technology has probably never even been used in the Pact Worlds. It's advanced, but it's very old.
All right. So I'll relay that to everybody to let them know that this is some kind of an alien hybrid technology that's moving this thing, and it's pretty advanced for what it is, but we haven't seen that. Okay. We normally just migrate either magic or technology. We haven't seen it happen at the same time like this. Yeah, I'm going to send Kevin out in front here to get an idea of the east and west.
Yeah, this goes both east and west. And to the west, it looks like the cavern is still this, the chamber is still this, the corridor is polished metal still. But as you look to the left, which is to the east, it is sort of like got a lot of earth to it. So it's like it wasn't totally finished. It looks like it still has like stone walls. And then on the walls and stuff, there's a lot of like panels and glowing symbols and stuff that you guys have never seen before. You don't know if it's some type of arcanic language. You don't know if it's some type of, language of another race that hasn't been discovered. But this is all weird. And these symbols are all over the panels. It's like they're lighting up. It's all kinds of buttons and stuff on the wall, and panels and monitors. And
so does it light up as we walk?
Yeah,
like it's detecting us? Or
no, it's just kind of sort of like what would be on Star Trek or Star Wars, where the lights are just kind of flashing in random positions all over the place. And then
all right, so you guys,
east and to the west.
And so I'm going to whisper to people, or whisper. I don't want to be like, "Hey, everybody!" like super loud. I'm just going to be quiet, and I'm just going to go. I'm going to send Kevin to the west to get to take a look at this. What's up on this hallway?
It's another
And then
long
I'll
hallway,
spit him up.
and it has a bunch of monitors and like stations, working stations in this corridor. Now, do you
Like
get
stations
to see what,
like-
you get to see what Kevin is seeing?
Yeah,
right?
he's got a camera, so I can see what he sees,
How
and I
tall
can
is it
share
in there?
that. I can share that with the team as well.
It's about 10 foot tall in here. It's definitely not as tall as the cavern that you just came in from. And then the door, it
All right.
slides shut behind you.
Oh,
And of course, it's it is pressurized in here too. So
and gravity's normal.
yep, it is not zero gravity.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to relay what I see to the north to everybody. But Kevin can't open doors yet. When he's level 6, I'll give him a big graspy hand where he can open doors. But for the most part, this is as much as he can see.
You're going to give him the stranger?
Yeah, I'm going to give him like this extending hand when
You're gonna
he's
give him
like
the
level.
stranger. Never mind. I'm sorry.
That way he can go up behind people and like tap them on the shoulder, and then we'll turn around like
Everyone's
decipher
gonna want to
anything?
borrow Kevin.
Now I'll give you
Okay.
guys a. I'm sorry. What was that?
I was saying, can we decipher anything from this, tech as far as?
Yeah, this is all tech that, and especially you've heard from 404 that this is very, very advanced and very old, and it wasn't in the Pact Worlds. However, with languages, you can always deter what languages are if you have like a comprehend languages spell, or if you want to do like a culture check. Maybe you may be able to determine what something means or says. So don't forget that also, Starfinders. You can always try to ascertain what type of language things are in.
I'd like to do that, and I'd also like to check see if there's any like tracks or anything on the floor. I mean, if it's been here for a while, it might be dusty or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's
see if I,
there's definitely a lot of dust. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna check if I can tell the language as well.
Okay. Anybody have any kind of
Come on, nice.
like well, it's like maximum. You know what? The DC for that culture check, Bailey, is supposed to be 30. But seeing that the maximum you can roll is 29 and it's a crit, even though crits don't guarantee success for a skill check, I'm gonna give you that because that is a hell of a roll, Bailey. So you've kind of saved the day on this. So as you're kind of looking around, and this is like super huge. This is really huge. You can tell that all of these messages and whatnot, they're kind of they're you think that they're saying that there's error messages, and a lot of these are like warning indicators, and you have no clue what language this is, but how the symbols are and stuff. This is what you think they are. You have no clue what the errors and the warnings mean, but that's what you think it is. And you're really confident that you think that it was error messages and warning, like system warnings and stuff like that, because of a lot of the same symbols are on a lot of the panels. You know what I mean? Like they would on standard, normal time frame type of equipment and computers and pads and stuff like that.
I'll definitely relay that to the group, and especially 404.
Yeah, I'll do some research to see if it's Windows 95.
Have we triggered something here then, or are these errors a result of something that happened in the past?
Oh, it definitely isn't now, no. Because you can also tell that a lot of the flashing of the lights are kind of like embedded into the digital displays to where they've been happening for a very, very, very long time. Sort of as like you would turn off a TV and there's still things or monitors that are still on the monitor, even though it's off. Like shapes and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely very, very old. And this corridor that it's going north about 50 feet. And then it looks like it has a small, like a like there's an air vent at the bottom. And like I said, there's almost, a half dozen to a dozen different workstations that are lining both sides of this corridor.
I can see the same video feed that 404 is showing, so I'm moving up.
Yeah, you can see that this area here, Valek, has a workstation as well. And just as you are kind of looking around, all of a sudden a laser blaster shoots the wall beside you, and it kind of knocks some of the cavern wall off, and it kind of crumbles and falls and hits the ground because of its, there is gravity in this chamber. And you can actually see that there is a droid, and I'll show you what this droid looks like, as you guys are going to need to roll initiative.
Oh my God, he wasn't the droid you were looking for, where is he?
I say, hey, 404, I think your mom's over here.
Oh, that's...
My mom died in a terrible accident with a blender.
That's a low... I'm going to have to say that's a low blow. I could have swore I had an image in here. I will get an image in there for you. So, all right, let me get this security robot. You can see him right about here. I'm going to open up a little bit more of this map for you. There you go. And it shoots at the wall. It misses you, and it hits the wall. But this looks like a very old, like, security droid, basically. Doesn't look like it's from this day and age. All right, so everybody's rolled initiative. Bailey with the high initiative again, so you can go ahead and
talk to it, Bailey. Talk to it
first. And I'm going to find an image real quick for this.
Well, obviously, I heard the shot.
You did,
so
yeah.
With my sniper rifle, I'm going to steady aim and hold action until I see this thing come around the corner.
Okay. All right. This is pretty much what it looks like. It looks very old. It looks really rough. I mean, this thing looks really bad. But it did fire at you, and that's a horrible PNG fail. I've got a better one. I just need to get it out and get it shown to you. Back to
Is that like a wheel on its stomach, on its face, right there, where its mouth would be? That's fantastic.
Yeah. Pretty cool looking.
It does look like my mom. Right after she did Bailey's dad.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with those jokes.
No.
No. Ah, there we go. This looks much better. I cleaned up
Bailey's mom is a vegan.
I cleaned up that image a lot. This image looks much, much better. The first one I was embarrassed when I was like, man, that looks pretty bad. So that's pretty much what it
Yeah,
looks
you were like, I better not show that one. They'll think I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So what did you do, Dave? First thing?
Yeah, I grabbed the wrong damn image. Because I deleted the old one out and I forgot to put the new one in there. So that's been a huge undertaking, taking every single piece of art in Starfinder and making PNGs out of all of the monsters and the different races. That's been a huge undertaking. Holy cow. All right. So there you go. Rolled initiative. Bailey's holding an action. You can go ahead and pass it. We'll go to Valek next. As that thing just about hit you with your fresh stamina point pool.
Now, if I move, does it get an attack of opportunity or no?
No. Not unless you move away
Only
from
if
it.
you're within 5 feet of it.
Yeah. Or its range, yeah. Maybe it has a 10-foot range. You just don't know.
I'm gonna pull back because I want to get with the group here.
Yeah, but this place definitely looks like it would be part of like a space station or something like that, or a starship. All right, so you're moving away.
Yeah, I'm moving back and telling the group
Sure.
that I think I pulled a giant robot
All
out
right,
of hiding.
sure.
I
Yeah,
pulled like you're an MMO or something. I pulled something.
There's all kinds of workstations. There's all kinds of components that you're unfamiliar with, even though with all of your expertise 404. It's the same type of metal walling that are in the other corridors up to the north. And like I said, there's all kinds of lights flashing all over the place with those mysterious symbols. And there's a very slight hum as well, as the machinery seems like it's giving off that energy. So let's pass it to Trinkets. As Valek passes it to Trinkets, it's your turn.
I bravely run up behind Valek,
Okay.
knowing this big desk is between me and whatever.
Looking through his armpits.
I said, "Oh, that thing shot at you? It's a robot?" Off my gun, pulled my space gun.
Yeah, I don't know if I triggered something or if it was just, something from the system here.
Maybe I could talk to him.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, this thing is moving up. It is definitely moving. It's moving at a fairly quick pace.
Must research speed.
All right. Has a pretty good movement, actually. Wow, it's actually got a...
Must be all the legs.
Moves up to the hallway, and it gets into a... It is making some types of noises, like maybe usually what droids will do, shout out warnings and whatnot, but you definitely cannot understand it at all. And this thing is going to go ahead and use a tactical arc emitter. So let's see. Let's do a ranged attack. Oof, wow, that's an insane bonus. I like it, Starfinder.
Oh boy.
Valek's right there in the line of sight. And
Boing.
Let's see. That is going to be 16, because it's a plus 11. A 16 versus energy armor class.
That'll hit.
Okay. So you're not going to take any damage, but you're gonna be stunned instead. So you can't move at all. So you're stunned. And the stun condition is...
He's like jammed up that corridor. I've got two words for you. Meat shield.
Right?
So as you're stunned, you basically drop everything that you're holding. You can't take actions, and you are flat-footed. Wow. Stunned is pretty vicious. I kind of like it. So yeah, you're stunned.
All right, Dave, when the robot came around the corner, my held action would have triggered.
Sure. Yeah, you can go ahead and fire away.
How many negatives do I have?
How many what do you have?
Negatives for aiming through people.
I would just say that's aiming through 3 people. I'd say
max
just,
4, right?
Yeah, I'd say just max 4. That's what I was thinking. So I would definitely go with a max 4 on that roll. As you fire through 4. Yeah, that is a bad miss. It almost hits like trinkets in the back of the head. You hit the metal wall.
I'm going to turn around and say, dude, what the hell are you doing?
All right, so this thing looks like it's... it also looks like this thing starts to shake, and it looks like it's starting to encase itself with like some type of like shield that's kind of appearing around it. And it looks like it's
Ooh, it's pooping.
like an arcane type of energy. and it doesn't. It looks like you just have no clue what this thing is doing. But Soren, let's go ahead and go with you because it is your turn.
All right.
This thing does a
So I'm gonna
really
activate my
cool
spell cache.
emitter.
I can do that once per day.
Sure.
It allows me to cast any one spell that I know, and then I'm capable of casting even if
Nice.
I've expended all my spell slots. So
Love it.
I'm going to activate that in
What's in it?
Cast.
Magic missile?
Magic Missile. Is
Hey, do that. You know, everybody.
a full action.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm not using magic missile," but that's guaranteed damage, man. That's guaranteed damage. There's no saving throws. There's nothing like that. All right, so you do wound the robot, and it looks like the orbs are. It goes right through that looks like a lightning ball around it, and it goes right through it and hits it, and it kind of staggers back.
Ooh, okay. So this thing can take some damage. So
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swift action and
technology.
pull out my pulse caster pistol,
Ooh.
and then I want to run. And can I take half cover by moving to here, or am I kind of jammed in front of these guys or behind these guys?
You want to go into the hall?
Yeah, I was thinking of kind of wanting to take half
Are you a
cover.
noob?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
geez.
can't go
All
on
right.
it. Yeah, you have to. You have to.
You know better than that.
Yeah, you have to finish in the
Jeez.
square there.
Sorry,
Nub.
guys.
What a nub.
Sorry. And what was I thinking?
That was a
I'm sorry.
nice
That was
try.
my 4-year-old son that came in and took over. But yeah,
He moved
Hey,
your
you
character
stopped
there?
that.
Nice.
yeah, that bastard. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Sorry, real quick story. I actually caught someone stealing meat because I was a meat cutter. This one woman, and she blamed it on her infant child because she hid this huge London broil under her kid in the stroller, and she says, "Why did you put that in there?" I was like, "You fucking thief!" Blame it on the kid. Way to go, mom. You should have that kid
Kid's a
taken
master
away from you.
thief.
Yeah. All right, sorry about that. Go ahead. For my bad.
That's all right, Dave. There's always
Brought
room
back
for meat
memories.
stories.
It brought back old memories. My bad.
All right, so with my pulse caster pistol, what am I assuming? I'll take a -2.
Yep, you got a couple people. You're almost on the verge of -4, but we'll go with -2.
All right, I'll go with -2. And I did a quick with my pulse caster pistol. And the reason I'm taking this is it does electrical damage, hoping that that's going to have a bigger effect on the creature. And here we go.
Holy cow! Very nice.
And it does
That's a
electrical
critical
damage.
hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you should have
So-
a critical effect on there too.
Let's see. It just says damage type electricity. Wouldn't you know, pulse caster pistol takes a charge. It says special non-lethal. So I could do non-lethal damage. But I don't think it has an effect. But it just does 1d4 damage, and then I'm assuming it's going to do
Your
some kind of
modifier,
electrical
too.
thing.
So you'll do 1d4 plus your dexterity modifier. So you'll
Okay,
add that,
so here we
and then
go.
you roll it twice, and we'll add it together because that's how crit works. And,
All right, so let's do that. My dexterity modifier, so that's 1d4 plus 3.
All right, so 4, and then do another one with the +3 mod in there. So we'll do a total of 9 damage, which is
And
nice.
I do-
And what's the crit?
Kevin didn't get this. God dang it. This isn't going to be footage I can use.
It's not
I
going to go
think-
on Space Tube?
We're just going to have to use actor reenactment
Sure.
for this one.
You'll have to do that. So there's no type of critical effect or anything on that going
Not that
on?
I see. It just says
Well, that
non-lethal.
sucks. Well, you do a
But if it's
total of-
electrical, we can do a shock or something.
Well,
I don't know.
let's go ahead and say this because as that beautiful shot that you shot between your adventuring your party members, it hits it and it looks like it was susceptible to lightning damage. So let's go ahead and add 50% more damage onto that. So
That's perfect.
That's
let's
stunning.
add 4 more damage. So you did a total of 13 damage to that thing, which is pretty
Boom.
nice.
And then I'm going to look right at everybody and say, I was trying to shoot the Vesk in the back of the head.
As you look at the camera on Kevin, right? And give it
That's
a wink
right.
and add the little like
Ding!
glow
The sparkle.
off of the teeth. Yeah, the sparkle and the sound
That's
effect.
right.
Ding.
Exactly.
All right,
Kevin
very
misses
good.
it.
So 404, you can go ahead and pass it, and we'll go to round 2.
All right. Well,
And
just
then
go ahead and
we'll-
take it from me, and I'm going to move Kevin down.
We'll go to Bailey. All right. There you go, Bailey. You're up.
All right, my movement's a reload, and I'll take another shot.
Pew! This is going to be great. Oh, another miss. So close to a 1. All right, let's go to Valek.
So am I stunned like for a while, or
You are. You know what? It doesn't say. Let's see. Or stun. Let's see. Let me go into the. I need to go into the core book. Because I think it lists stun as like as an effect. And it does. So you're stunned for a total of 1 round. You're stunned until the robot's turn. Yeah, it says the target is stunned for 1 round. So yeah, you would be stunned until the security robot's turn again. So trinkets, you're up. Sorry about that. We need to make a stunned effect also.
Oh. I'm gonna stick my head on the left side of Valek while my gun is on the right side and attempt to feint this robot before I shoot him. So my DC to hit would be a 15 plus 1.5 times the CR of the robot.
Say ribbit? Ribbit?
Yeah, the robot.
The Minotaur? She's muting me now.
I can add a D6 to that if that doesn't work.
No, that's perfect. That's more than enough to hit that thing.
Okay, I shoot him flat-footed then. At that point,
Okay. Let's give him flat-footed. There you go. He's at minus AC. And that'll be until your round too, right? The beginning of your next round? Or
yeah, the end of
the
my...
end? Okay.
After I attack him, that'll end.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the security robot.
I still get to attack.
Oh, okay. So
That
he'll be.
looks like a miss.
Yeah, that's definitely a miss. Is it? Yeah, it would be against energy anyway. So, all right. So let's go to the security robot, and this thing is gonna, as like I was saying, this thing was kind of pulsating with lightning, and all of a sudden it discharges it as the orb that was kind of surrounding it discharges and disappears, and an arc of lightning shoots down the entire hall, and it is going to hit.
Poor Vesk.
It's going to hit, let's see, up to 4 people,
Yeah, it's gonna hit all of us.
40 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it's going to hit 404, Valek, and Trinkets. So all 3 of you are getting hit with a jolting arc. And you guys need to do a reflex save for me.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah, you need to do a reflex save for me.
wait, am I stunned? Does that affect me? Like, can I? If I'm stunned, I just get hit, right? When you say
Yeah, if you're stunned, then yeah, you're gonna take the full damage, so you would automatically save anyway. So you would automatically fail. Okay.
I didn't know if I would be stunned at the beginning of his round or after.
Yeah. In fact, I would say go ahead and you can go ahead and everything is to the end of the round, so you would still be stunned until he's done. So You got hit. You're going to take 3 damage. Valak, you'll only take 1 because you were successful in your save. Trinkets, you're going to take 3 damage. And that's lightning damage, by the way.
And then I take 3 as well, right? Because I failed.
Yes. If you failed, you take 3, yes. All right. And then this thing moves back again. Kind of moves back. But it doesn't have that... it doesn't look like it has that lightning shield around it that's probably charging up again. It does not have that.
So it's spent, is what you're saying.
Yes.
We just had a lightning orgasm hit us.
Yes.
Right in the face.
Until
Ew.
and for 4 more rounds anyway, yeah. Okay, so let's go to Soren now. Not too bad. It's going pretty quick.
All right, I'm gonna take my movement here.
He's getting in the hall. Nice.
And would I still be able to peek around the corner and take
Peek
a shot?
around. Pew! Yeah, sure, at -2. Yeah, you can peek around.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. That's why I was halfway
You
there.
can't shoot around the corner.
Yeah.
And any
You're going to hit that Vesk. You're going to hit that Vesk right in the schnozzle.
I need to stay consistent with that. So, yeah, you really can't. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But, yeah, we need to stay consistent with that. So.
How about we all split our legs and you can shoot right through them?
he can shoot through us.
Or you
All
can
right.
run in front of him, Soren. You can also do that.
Yeah, you can go past us too if you want.
Why would he do that? He's got 3 sets of stamina points that's going to get hit before his. So
Yeah, right.
why would he do that?
-4 or
I would say
hit?
-4. Yeah, -4 to -2 if you're up in the bunch. Well, with a couple, but yeah, you got 3 people in front of you. Yeah.
It would be cool if they added a shoot around the corner type of mechanic
Yeah.
because it's totally possible.
Yeah. Hey, that's close. That was almost going to hit 404 in the back. So 404, you're up now.
All right, I'm going
I
to
do
pulse
need to
caster
stay
pistol this.
consistent
This
with
time
that.
I'm going to wink right back at
Sometimes I let
Mike
him shoot
Kevin
around
since he's
corners
now in
and
view.
attacks.
I'm going to
just
say,
not gonna do that
let's
anymore.
do a twofer. And here it goes.
Now, if it's a sharp corner like that, yeah, I'd say no. But if it's like one of those rounded corners in like a cave or something, I can see a -2 or a -4, depending on the severity of the corner. So, God damn it!
But they really should,
Shut
all the
this.
time in movies and stuff like that, or in real life even.
Phew.
It should totally be a thing.
I agree.
So I didn't do so awesome.
Set an
I got a
F.
10, Dave. What's the situation on that?
That's a miss, actually.
All right, I look up at Kevin. I'm going to go, we edit this later. Wink.
All right, let's go to Bailey. Round number.
Take my
4.
That's it.
Yeah, I wish everybody would shut the damn windows, man. I've
All right,
asked everybody to
movement
keep the
zone,
doors shut,
and shoot again.
keep the windows shut, and nobody listens. I wonder why there's mosquitoes in here. Yeah, that's a hit, 20. That's a really nice hit. Wonder why there's mosquitoes in here. All right, so this thing takes 5 damage. So I'm
You know, if you get your pike out, you'll get jammed up in the hallway.
I just had a mosquito land on my face. Everybody loves to keep the windows open and the doors open around here, and I say, please, hey, wake up. Let's keep things closed, and nobody cares. This is exactly why I'm leaving. This is exactly why I'm
You
leaving.
provide them
Because
a
of
home with
mosquitoes.
good air conditioning, and then they open the windows and doors.
Well, mosquitoes need to eat too, Dave.
Yeah, they sure do. All right, you're up. Sorry about that. Valak, you're up.
All right.
Exactly why I'm leaving. Exactly why I'm selling this
I
place.
guess I'm
Heck
not
outta
stunned
here.
anymore, right?
You are not stunned anymore. That has been taken off. That has been removed.
Okay, I will. Let's see
Hmm.
one. All right, I think I can do this and then run up this way. There's nothing like obstacle wise if I go diagonal, is there?
No. Actually, what there is there's a, as you kind of get a glance around the corner of it, like there's a door, another
Giant
space
spider.
door, another space door. Space door. Jeez.
All right. I think I have enough to attack.
Are you going to kick him in one of his legs?
Oh, I hate mosquitoes too, King. I hate them, King. There's no reason for them to be in here.
I better yell to you during that you might get shot by by Soren.
All right, so a 16, and he is flat-footed, which his kinetic would be 14, which would be a hit. So you can roll damage. As you strike it pretty good. Yeah, I know, me too, man. All right, so 7 damage. Very nice. You hit it. Things in pretty bad shape now.
All
And
right. Well,
Trinkets.
I'm going to continue the feint,
A
but I
dog's
can
barking
switch sides this
everywhere.
time. Although if Felix not there, I'm just still doing it like he's there.
At least you're not going to get a negative modifier now. That's a hit. 19. That's
No, that's the bluff.
successful. Yeah, it's a hit. 19. So it's going
All
to
right,
stay
now I can
flat-footed
shoot,
again.
and he'll
Right?
be flat-footed. Yeah.
All right, so he'll be at -2 as your bluff check worked. And that's going to be hit at the -2. He's not going to be flat. Well, yeah, he's flat-footed until you attack, right?
Yeah, that's right. He's not flat-footed any longer.
All right. So go ahead and roll damage.
It was just for my attack.
1.
Woohoo!
All right, so the security
I'm gonna move
robot-
up some.
All right, gonna move up. Gonna move in for the kill. All right, so this thing's just gonna go ahead and slam you. It doesn't look like it's trying to do that jolting strike anymore. So it's gonna just do a plain out melee slam on you. And a 14 versus kinetic, I believe, is a miss, right?
Yep.
Soren, you're up now. Now you only get a -2. You only got a couple people in front of you now.
All right, I'm gonna take my movements.
Oh, he's going to take his movement now that the Vesk is engaged. I love it. He's played it perfect, man. I
I don't
love
believe
it.
it.
I don't either. I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah. No.
All right, so you missed with your pistol. Oof, I'm just waiting for that
No,
to be a
so-
1.
I just saw Soren go
4.
zooming. Soren just went zooming past me. I'm just like, I've just got this urge to be a hero. So I start sprinting right behind him, and then I got to slam up against the wall and go ee-oo, 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 to get past these guys. And then I get in front, right to this spot, and I do my pulse caster pistol one more time.
Remember,
No
when
more.
you guys are passing through other people, that's also difficult terrain, so it would cost you double movement to move through everybody.
Ah, all right.
So it would be
5,
5,
10,
15,
15, 20.
25, and it would be 30 right here.
Yeah, so I've got to be there then. All right, perfect. Here I am, way back here. I guess I'm in front here. So I was slammed up against the wall, and I just pop out right in front of Trinkets.
And you guys are
And then
playing
I'll
leapfrog.
yell, "Die, robot!" Or robot.
Robot?
Oh, not good.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah.
As
Sorry.
it looks like you've gotten its attention.
Oh,
kind of,
snap.
you can just hear the gears turning in its neck as it and then looks towards you, and the eyes kind of intensify a little bit.
I start pointing to the Vesk. Get him!
It sees another android. It sees another droid in his competition. Yeah. All right, let's. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm not even going there.
I'll put like a big mouth, like an open mouth emoticon on my face.
All right, Bailey.
Put a jolting arc in your face.
All right.
He's going to put something else that's jolting. Sorry about that.
Am I still at a -4?
Yeah, you got 3 people in front of you. Yeah. That's going to be a miss.
Next time, grenade. No, I'm just.
Yes, please. All right, pass it on, and we'll go to Valek.
All right, let's try to finish this guy off.
I love that you're so matter of fact. I'll just finish this guy off. Let me
Yeah,
get my
that's a hit.
trident out.
Valek hits with a 21. As he hits with Poseidon's trident. Let's see how much damage he does. Can he kill the robot in one hit?
David's a robot. Means it's an ass of a robot.
The robot is still up. It's not dead yet. It's
How do you get it to drop on the robot?
How do you get what now?
The dice to drop on it.
You drag it, and then you let go of it with your mouse.
There's no automation in this, guys. You guys got to remember there's no automation. So there's no armor classes. There's no kinetics or nothing like that.
But it still says awesomeness.
You can drop the damage. The damage will work as long as I have a hit point number in the box.
I just control click them.
It will basically count up.
Oh, it's control. Okay, because I dropped I can do the attack. I can do the attack.
Yeah, but it's not going to register as accurate, or because it doesn't have a number set.
But it will register the damage.
It will, correct. It will register the damage, but it even though it pretty much says hit on just about everything, as long as it's not like a 1 or 2. But yeah,
Gotcha.
there's no automation in the attack. So yeah, I can't wait for that to I can't wait for it to happen one day. All right, trinkets.
Oh, now that I have someone in front of me, I can play my games again.
You can play Leapfrog.
And not look completely silly. So, I'm fainting again. Oh, I can add a d6 to that, although it might not work. No, 15.
10 plus what? Your...
No, it's 15 plus 1.5 is CR.
The CR is a...
So I guess I'd at least make it a 16, right?
It would be a 3. Yeah, so it would add another, 4 on there? So it would be a 14.
Okay, so I was not able to feint him. So I'll just shoot the regular.
Okay. And add yourself a -2 in there because of the person in front of you.
And don't roll a 1 again.
Please do roll a 1. Wow, very nice.
Wow.
Critical hit. So go ahead and roll damage twice and add them together. And if you have a critical effect, you can add that also twice. Oh, I think you only add a critical effect in once.
No, take the 2 off. I think automatically made a critical roll.
Okay.
So it's just 6 damage, not 8.
Okay. You don't have any modifier or anything like that?
I don't think so.
You should add your modifier twice, too, if you do.
No, I don't have a modifier for damage.
Okay.
But it doesn't show anything in the special for azimuth pistol.
Okay, then it probably doesn't then.
So
all right, this thing is
double damage.
You hit it so good, it kind of knocks it off kilter a little bit, and it's
wait. Azimuth pistol has a azimuth pistol laser It has for critical effect burn 1d4.
Okay, so add 1d4 on there also.
Oh, okay. Well, I did that then too.
Okay, so we'll count that in there, and then the security robot does, but you basically disable it with the critical burn damage.
Woo!
Take it out.
Hey, Kevin, did you get that?
And it has all kinds of sparks flying out of, the gears and whatnot as wires are kind of hanging down, sparking and arcing on one another and stuff.
Kevin was looking down the hallway. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Sorry about that.
Only if it's something critical that involves 404. That's the only time. Everything else is edited out by default, right?
While the sparks and magic arcs and stuff are shooting from this thing, I'd like to take a little bit, with my engineering skill, I'd like to take a little bit closer look at this. And one of the things I'm trying to ascertain is this like the other stuff? Is this something that's new in this hall and part of, looks like, the basic security infrastructure? Or is this something that was just introduced or built? So that's the kind of things I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So let me do my...
Give me an engineering check.
All right, here we go. So I start taking it apart and looking at some of the components and measuring the weight and checking the what the metallurgy is of the things that it's made of. What kind of things am I finding out?
It hasn't been placed here recently. It's very old technology, probably thousands of years old. And you can actually salvage some of this stuff. You could probably salvage the entire robot. You could probably sell it to a scrap dealer for about 2,000 credits.
But how heavy is it? That would be quite a big amount to be carrying around with me, right?
Well, you can't get. It's not like you're just going to put it in your bag or carry it with you. I mean, you could, if you find a way back to Absalom Station or something. I mean, if you can find some type of ride, you can stow it in maybe the cargo bay or something like that. All right, Starfinders, you guys are out of combat. You can take a Jesus. You take a 5-minute break. You've got Soren going up the northern corridor as Valak and Trinkets. Well, I'm sorry, Valak and 404. The walls have been kind of destroyed here in this room. Actually, sort of like a very oddly shaped room that has a couple of computer workstations and stuff in here. Same type of technology, very old. You can salvage that old robot. You could probably get about 2,000 credits worth for salvaging it.
But we can't carry it, so I guess I'll just imprint the position.
Have the possibility to later on come back and get it if you can find a way off this godforsaken drift rock, right?
Just put some wheels under it and drag it outside this door and zero gravity past that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just push it. Yeah, we'll ride on it. That'll be awesome. Well, what's this little mud thing to the right here? Is that where the unformed
paneling.
Cave?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the paneling has kind of been stripped off, or maybe not even completed.
You can put those little felt feet under it and drag it on this metal.
Yeah, that'll take care of it. So, guys, do we want to go west or do we want to go east? We can hit this door to the north here in the room that we just... I mean, obviously that dreadnought or whatever that was guarding something.
I want to check these computers out, or whatever they are. Displays.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure. It's the same thing.
Oh my God. Tetris again? That game is everywhere.
It's the same thing, even with skill checks. It's just something that you don't recognize, and especially, you can tell that these are warning signs. Danger, Will Robinson.
What are these running across the floor? Are these cables?
Yeah, they're just cables running across from one interface to another.
All right. Are these? Is this a door?
It's not a door. It's like an air vent. Give me a perception check while you're there, really quick. I guess you would probably be looking in there anyway, right? But because something kind of caught your eye, you are looking through there and you can see what appears to be a couple of boots, and these boots they're meant for walking. Believe me, these boots are meant for walking. But it seems like someone is lying down, possibly maybe unconscious, maybe dead.
Ooh.
And you can kind of see it. And it looks like this grate can be pulled off. There's, about a half dozen fasteners that you can just kind of twist out of the way and then pop this grate off, this vent. And it's like the way that these vents are, they're put on there. No, they're just twisties, and it's not like you can't move them to see in there. So you can just see basically a couple of legs and feet, pretty much.
All right. So before I try to fiddle with it, I'm gonna get my companions on the comm here and ask them to come investigate this. Y'all might want to come up here and check this out.
Who's this on this channel?
Can I get a Whopper with cheese, please? A space Whopper with cheese?
Can I get in the shaft?
Oh,
absolutely.
Giggity.
She said that on purpose. She knew she'd get a reaction.
I mean, she's playing D&D with guys. Yeah. What do you expect?
There's like 10 words that I've asked for. I tried to put them in all my conversations just to make it interesting.
It's like, can I get in the shaft? And then there's like 6 more subscriptions to this YouTube channel. What the?
Soren, you basically pulled the grate off, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't hear if you had done it or not. So.
No, I was gonna wait till they came up here to investigate.
I gotcha. Well, you get it pulled off, and you see a body inside here.
Oh, it's a baby.
It's just curled up. So there's a body in here. It's a female, and she's in a suit like you had seen the zombies, and you can see that she has a very bad head wound. Her helmet is off, and in her hand is a pistol. So you kind of put 2 and 2 together. Maybe this is a self-inflicted wound, possibly.
So, this is the same suit from the Acreon?
It is. No, actually, it's not. This is a much, much, much older suit.
Oh, well, I'm going to check this out. Can I tell what race it is? I mean, even with the blonde head.
Well,
she's definitely human, for sure.
Can we tell if she's still alive?
Oh no, she's dead.
I look back. Dead. She's definitely dead with the hole in her head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I missed that part. Sorry.
Unless she's the brain-butted Valerians.
And it looks like she's kind of been preserved also. So this looks like the small chamber was probably like a storage area, because there's a couple of boxes that have a bunch of something that would pique your interest for a bunch of spare parts, and a couple of parts for like repair robots and stuff like that. But it's pretty much empty for the most part, except for this woman here.
Yeah,
and like I said, she's wounded. She's got a grievous
by the hotness check there. So.
Oh, apparently. give me a D20. Give me a D20. Let's see how hot she is.
Bailick already did, so I'm a little worried about him.
Oh, I got my chat. Yeah, she looks pretty good. 15. Yeah, she's got pretty good.
Yeah, if you like dead chick.
She's definitely cuter than average.
All right, I'm gonna take her with me then.
I'm gonna take her with me. I'm gonna put her in my bag. What kind of weight do you think it would be, Dave, to carry around the dead body of a hot chick?
Well, she's probably about 110, 120 pounds, so.
Don't eat her, Bailick.
Giggity.
Her suit actually had a shield, and you can see that the shield was enabled, but of course, over time, the battery had worn off. So, but yeah, there's something is weird. I mean, she's dead here, and probably a self-inflicted wound.
So she turned on her shield. It looks to me like she turned on her shield and then shot herself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the worst. That's the worst idea.
Want to see if it works.
Yeah, this shield sucks. It doesn't work for anything behind it.
Good. Is there Looking at this vent, is there a way for her to get out from the inside, or was she stuck in here?
No, this vent is the only way in there. This is the only. The
I
vent
mean,
is the only way
if
in
she
and
could-
out.
Could she have gotten out